Good day, everyone. My name is Anisha. Welcome back to my channel. Happy to have you. Today, we'll be focusing on ways of resolving a conflict. Hope and trust at the end of this presentation, you will definitely learn something new. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel. What is conflict management? Conflict management is a process by which disputes are resolved, where negative results are minimized and positive results are prioritized. Conflict management is a process by which disputes are resolved, where negative results are minimized and positive results are prioritized. Food for thought. When it comes to conflict, there is no one solution that will work in all situations. Each situation will be different, from the trigger of the conflict to the parties involved. Conflict management approaches. There are six main techniques or approaches or methods that you can use to solve problems in the fashion industry. One, accommodating. Two, avoiding. Three, collaborating. Four, competing. Five, compromising. Six, using personnel, institutions, and agencies. One, accommodating is smoothing the concerns of other people first of all, rather than one's own concern. In other words, accommodating, one party yields the win to the other party. Advantages of accommodating. Small disagreements can be handled quickly and easily with a minimum of effort. Managers can build a reputation as an easygoing person, and employees will know that they can speak their mind about problems without reprisal. An example would be in a marketing meeting, the colors for the new spring campaign t shirts are being discussed. Raymond is adamant that choice A is the best choice. Gina thinks that choice B is slightly better, but decides to let Raymond choose the colors to avoid arguing about two choices that she thinks are both fine. 2. Avoiding. Avoiding is also known as withdrawing. This is when a person does not pursue his or her own concerns or those of the opponent. He or she does not address the conflict, sidesteps, postpones, or simply withdrawn. In other words, avoiding means one or both parties seek to suppress the conflict. Advantage of avoiding. Advantages here. Giving people time to calm down can solve a surprising amount of issues. Time and space can give a much needed perspective to those in conflict, and some issues will resolve themselves. Also, managers show that they trust employees to act like adults and solve issues. Example would be Jake and Amy have been collaborating on the new jacket design for weeks. The deadline is looming and they are increasingly unable to agree on changes. The deadline is pushed back and they both are given the day to work on other projects. The space to take a break from each other, as well as the extra time to complete their project, allows them to cool down and resume in a more collaborative mindset. Collaborating. Collaborating is also known as problem confronting or problem solving. Collaboration involves an attempt to work with the other person to find a win-win solution to the problem in hand, the case that most satisfies the concerns of both parties. Collaborating means both parties win. Good thing about it, everyone leaves happy. A solution that actually solves the problem of the conflict is found, and the manager who implements this tactic will be seen as skilled. An example of collaborating, Terry and Janet are leading the design of a new prototype of trendy crop top. They are having difficulties as Terry wants to incorporate a specific set of details. Janet wants to incorporate a different set of details. To To reach a solution, they sit down, talk through each feature or details, why it is or isn't important, and finally reach a solution, incorporating a mix of their features or details and some new ones they realized were important as they negotiated. Competing. Competing is also known as forcing. An individual firmly pursues his or her own concerns despite the resistance of the other person. This may involve pushing one viewpoint at the expense of another or maintaining firm resistance to another person's actions. In other words, competing, one party seeks to satisfy interest regardless of impact to other party. Advantages of competing. Managers using this style show that they are strong and will not back down on their principles. Also, disputes are solved quickly as there is no space for any disagreement or discussion. Compromising. Compromising looks for the solution and mutually acceptable solution which partially satisfies both parties. So compromising means both parties win and give up something rather. The good thing about compromising, issues can be resolved quickly, and the parties in conflict will leave understanding more about the other person's perspective. Compromise can set the stage for collaboration down the road and allows both parties to feel heard. Managers using this tactic are seen as facilitating agreement, being hands on, and finding solutions. The example would be Rosa and Charles are in charge of the advertising budget for the next quarter. Rosa wants to hire a full-time social media person, while Charles wants to increase targeted digital ads. A compromise is reached by hiring a social media person to work part-time, with the remainder of the budget being spent on digital advertising. Using the assistance of personnel, institutions, and agencies. 1. Conflict Resolution Council. 2. Victim Support Unit. Victim support provides a free nationwide support service for people affected by crime, trauma, and suicide. The goal of conflict resolution is not to decide which person is right or wrong. The goal is to reach a solution that everyone can live with. Looking first for needs rather than solutions is a powerful tool for generating win-win options. Summary on conflict management approaches. Competing. One party seeks to satisfy interests regardless of impact to other party. Collaborating. Both parties win. Compromise. Both parties win and give up something. Avoiding. One or both parties seek to suppress the conflict. Accommodating. One party yields a win to the other party. Here is a quiz you can take as it relates to conflict management style quiz. You can also rate yourself at the end of this quiz. It was great having you today. Hope and trust you've learned something new. It will help you better prepare for your internal and external exam. Do have a wonderful day. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Happy to have you. All the best now. Thank you.